Hey, what's up guys, it's Nash. So I bought this S22 Ultra a few days back and today we're gonna see whether it's still worth buying in 2024. Just to keep you guys checked, I used to own an S22 Ultra back in 2022 before I bought my S23 Ultra, which is my current phone. So I'm gonna share my experience of personally owning an S22 Ultra on this video as well. Also, I will give you some of my thoughts about the S23 Ultra compared to the S22 Ultra for you all to get an idea. Alright, so back in 2022, this phone was released as the highest spec phone by Samsung, and overall it was one of the best phones to came out during the year 2022. This phone has a Snapdragon 8 Gen 1 chip with 12GB of RAM and has a 6.8-inch curved AMOLED display. You get 4 cameras on the back and you get the S Pen with this phone as well. Alright, so if you are watching this video, probably one of the main things you would be wondering is about the performance. So we're going to talk about that first. To be honest, there's no issues with performance with this phone guys. It's really smooth and handle every task I throw at it without any problem, and I didn't feel any kind of difference in performance compared to the S23 Ultra that I own. Since this phone has 12GB of RAM, you can expect this to handle multiple tasks at once without any kind of problem guys. All the regular daily apps that I use like YouTube, Instagram, Facebook, Chrome and Reddit work just fine, and I had almost no scroll lag while using these apps as well. Currently this phone is running on One UI 6 and you can expect a very smooth user experience. So to sum things up, the performance on this phone is really good and you got nothing to worry about. Now when it comes to the battery life guys, this is where I didn't get satisfactory results. I was only able to get about up to 5 hours of screen on time after a full charge. This is the exact same battery life that I got when I had this phone in 2022. I used the phone with both Wi-Fi and mobile data time to time during this test, and I did keep the location services turned off while I did this battery test guys. The battery life could be a big problem if you are a heavy user like me, which was one of the main reasons for me to upgrade to an S23 Ultra, and Samsung did fix the battery problems with the S23 Ultra guys. If you already own this phone, let me know down below how's your average battery life guys, so others can get an idea. Alright, so when it comes to the future updates, currently this phone is running on Android 14 with of course One UI 6, and you will get OS updates till 2026 or 2027 with the information that I have found. So pretty much future proof for now, and like I said guys, this phone is running smooth without any problem. And you get all the Samsung customization options on this phone as well guys, like the multi-screen mode, the edge panels, edge lighting, S Pen and all that, and also you get the good lock apps from Samsung as well to customize this phone even further. Moving on to the camera setup. Now the camera setup on this phone is very impressive. You get 4 cameras, you get the main lens, the ultra wide lens, 3x telephoto and 10x telephoto. Pictures come out really good. I'll add some samples over here. I personally can recommend this phone if you are just buying this for photography, since I own one and I did take a hell of a lot of pictures with this. And you can take really good portraits with this phone, and it does a really good job of separating the subject and the background just like an actual professional cam. Also, especially the daytime pictures capture a lot of details and very pleasing to look at. Nighttime pictures come out alright, but sometimes you will notice the colors will look a bit washed out, but like I said guys, this will happen sometimes, and this is the only issue I face with the camera performance of the S22 Ultra. But to keep you guys checked, Samsung did fix this washed out color problem with the S23 Ultra guys. In terms of biometrics, we get the fingerprint scanner, face unlock and the pattern or the pin. I usually don't use the face unlock all that much, but I can definitely tell you all about the fingerprint though. The fingerprint scanner on this phone is super fast as you can see over here, and it takes only a slight touch for the scanner to recognize the finger, so no issues there. Alright, so I want to talk about the price as well. This phone is no longer available brand new, so I bought this used for 120,000 Sri Lankan rupees, which is kind of a reasonable price based on this phone's condition. For all you to get an idea, you can buy this from eBay, the 256GB version, as a used device from $320 and now. Alright, before we get to the conclusion, let's talk about some of the pros and cons of buying this phone. When it comes to the pros, I can say that this phone is great for performance, has a good camera setup, you get a big display with 120Hz refresh rate, and is future proof when it comes to the updates. If I talk about the cons, the battery life is not the best, nighttime pictures can improve, and the biggest issue for me personally guys is this curved display. Just like I mentioned in my S23 Ultra video guys, protecting this display is not gonna be easy. As you can see over here guys, this phone has seen some better days. This display is all scratched up because it was used without a screen protector, and it's kind of difficult to apply a proper screen protector for these curved displays because they will come off from the edges like I explained in my S23 Ultra video. So those are some of the pros and cons that I can say about this phone. So should you buy this phone? Well, the answer is both yes and no. Let me explain. If you are getting a really good deal for an S22 Ultra, you can go ahead and buy this phone and you will be very happy about that decision, especially if you are looking for performance, and at the same time you'll be able to capture good looking pictures, especially during daytime. But let's say you are like me and you don't want to worry about protecting this curved display all the time, and you don't use the S Pen all that much as well. In that case, you should be able to find a used S23 Plus for the same amount of money, which has a flat display but slightly smaller though. So there you go, the Galaxy S22 Ultra in 2024. Let me know down below what you guys think about this phone as well, and hope you guys enjoy the video. If you did, please give me a thumbs up and consider hitting that subscribe button guys. It really does help the channel. Thank you very much for watching, and I will catch you again on the next one.